5 necklines that make women over 60 look incredible, instantly. Can I tell you a secret that most women never discover, even by the time they turn 60? You can transform how your entire face appears without spending a single penny on makeup, visiting a hairstylist, or investing in expensive skincare treatments. The answer lies in something so simple, so accessible, that you probably overlook it every single morning when you open your closet. It's the shape of your neckline. Yes, just the silhouette created where fabric meets skin can lift your jawline, brighten your complexion, and make you look instantly more polished and elegant. And here's the part that might surprise you. Most women are wearing completely wrong necklines every single day. As we journey past 60, our neckline becomes one of the most powerful styling tools in our wardrobe arsenal. Think about it for just a moment. Your neckline frames your face, and your face is the very first thing people notice when they meet you. The feature they connect with during conversation, and the aspect they remember long after you've said goodbye. A thoughtful shift in the shape of your collar can make your neck appear longer, create the illusion of more lifted shoulders, and even soften the appearance of fine lines around your jaw. This isn't fashion hype or empty promises from the style industry. Professional stylists call this concept visual architecture, and after 60, understanding it matters more than ever before. Perhaps you've experienced this unsettling moment yourself. You pull out a blouse from your closet that you absolutely adored 20 years ago, slide it over your head, and something feels fundamentally off. You can't quite put your finger on what's wrong. You adjust the collar, tug at the sleeves, smooth down the fabric. But that feeling of discomfort persists. Here's what's actually happening, and it has nothing to do with you doing something wrong. Your proportions have changed. Your posture has shifted, often in ways so subtle you haven't consciously noticed. Your jawline has softened naturally with time. The neckline that once flattered you beautifully simply doesn't work with your current silhouette anymore. But here's the genuinely good news, the kind that should make you excited rather than discouraged. There are specific necklines that bring back visual balance instantly. These shapes work with the natural changes your body experiences, rather than fighting against them. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 most flattering necklines for women over 60. And more importantly, I'll explain exactly why they work from a style perspective, a posture perspective, and even a psychological perspective. These aren't trendy shapes that will look dated next season. They're timeless silhouettes that bring out the absolute best in you. Let's dive into the first neckline that delivers an instant lifting effect without looking like you're trying too hard. The first neckline we need to talk about is the V-neck, and it's without question one of the most powerful necklines women over 60 can incorporate into their wardrobes. Why does this particular shape have such transformative power? The answer lies in how our eyes naturally process visual information. When you look at a V-neck, your eye instinctively follows those diagonal lines created by the fabric. And when your neckline creates a clean, uninterrupted pathway that moves vertically, something almost magical happens. It lifts the entire face. You'll notice this effect especially pronounced if you've been feeling like your jawline has become softer, or if your neck appears shorter than it used to seem in photographs. After 60, our posture changes in ways that are completely natural and expected. Many women develop what researchers call a forward head posture, where the head tilts slightly forward and the shoulders round inward just a bit. This happens gradually over years of living, working, caregiving, and simply existing in a world that requires us to look down at phones, computers, and countless other daily tasks. Scientific studies have documented that this interior positioning of the head increases linearly with age, and it affects the majority of women in their 60s and beyond. When you pair this natural postural shift with a high or closed neckline, you can inadvertently exaggerate the effect, making your chest feel heavy and your neck appear even shorter than the postural change alone would create. A V-neck does precisely the opposite. It opens the chest area visually, creates the appearance of length, and gives the impression of a lifted upper body. The result is immediate and striking. You look lighter, more balanced, and infinitely more refined. Now, before you rush out and buy every V-neck top you can find, we need to talk about the important distinctions between different types of V-necks, because not all are created equal. The goal isn't to create a plunging, revealing neckline. Instead, you want to establish a gentle, elegant opening that enhances rather than overwhelms. Here's a practical rule of thumb that professional stylists use. If you place 2 fingers horizontally below your collarbone, that spot usually marks the most flattering starting point for your V. It frames your face beautifully without drawing the eye too far downward. You have 3 beautiful options to consider. First, there's the shallow V, which is absolutely perfect for modesty, professional settings, and women with softer, more reserved personalities. Then you have the soft V, where the point of the V is slightly rounded rather than sharp. This style proves ideal if you have broader shoulders or a fuller bust, as it softens the overall line. Finally, there's the structured V, most often found in blazers or knit tops. This creates a sharp, clean, undeniably elegant line. The right depth creates refinement and sophistication. The wrong depth, particularly one that plunges too deeply, creates distraction and can actually add years instead of subtracting them. The V-neck proves especially flattering if you have a round or square face shape, a fuller bust, broader shoulders, a shorter neck, or a softer jawline that's developed over time. It helps elongate wherever your natural shape creates curves and balance, wherever your structure provides angles. Even if you've never worn V-necks before this moment, you'll notice the difference immediately when you try one on. It genuinely feels like someone reached over and lifted your posture for you without any effort on your part. There's a subtle psychological shift that happens when you wear a V-neck that fascinates researchers who study the connection between clothing and behavior. Because the neckline opens upward rather than closing around your neck, you tend to naturally lift your chest just slightly, stand a bit taller, and feel measurably more confident. It's the same reason we feel different in a wrap dress versus a crew neck t-shirt. The very structure of the neckline influences how we carry ourselves through the world. And this is where style becomes genuine self-improvement. When you dress in a way that visually lifts you, you naturally begin to behave in a lifted way. To get the absolute most from your V-neck, pair it with pieces that complement its inherent vertical line. Consider a delicate pendant necklace that mimics the V shape, drawing the eye along the same pathway the fabric creates. A soft cardigan left open extends the vertical line even further. A wrap dress in a matte fabric uses the V-neck principle throughout the entire garment. V-neck sweaters in neutral tones become wardrobe workhorses. Blazers with a structured V opening bring professional polish to any outfit. Just remember this essential principle. The cleaner and more uncluttered the line, the more powerful the effect becomes. The V-neck is truly the neckline that works for you, not against you. It lifts, lengthens, and refines without requiring any effort on your part. Now that we've explored the most universally flattering neckline, let's move on to one that's elegant, timeless, and absolutely perfect for balancing your proportions. I'm talking about the beautiful boat neck. The boat neck stands as one of the most graceful necklines a woman over 60 can wear. It widens the upper body in the gentlest possible way, draws the eye horizontally across the shoulders, and highlights one of the most timelessly beautiful areas on a mature woman's body, the collarbone. It doesn't reveal too much skin. It doesn't demand attention or make loud fashion statements. Instead, It simply elevates you quietly and confidently. As we age, many women notice their shoulders beginning to round forward slightly. This represents a completely normal development. Years of working at desks, caregiving for family members, managing households, and simply living life can gradually shift our posture. The boat neck is one of the very few necklines that helps visually correct this rounded shoulder appearance. Because the fabric runs horizontally from shoulder to shoulder, it subtly broadens the shoulder line, creating the appearance of better posture and more balanced proportions, even when you're standing in your completely natural position. It almost reminds your body to open up without you consciously thinking about it. The boat neck proves especially flattering if you have narrow or sloping shoulders, a pear-shaped figure or fuller lower body, a softer jawline, a longer neck, or a small to medium bust. If you've ever felt like your upper body looks noticeably smaller than your lower half, creating a visual imbalance that bothers you in photographs, or when you look in the mirror, the boat neck restores harmony beautifully. It provides just enough width across the top to create that elegant, balanced silhouette that makes you feel polished and put together. What makes the boat neck so remarkably powerful is its inherent simplicity. It creates a smooth, completely uninterrupted line from shoulder to shoulder that feels polished even when the entire outfit is casual. In fact, the boat neck has a distinctly French kind of elegance about it. It hints at refinement and sophistication. It's the neckline you choose when you want to look put together without appearing like you tried too hard or spent hours getting dressed. It's also incredibly photogenic because it brightens the upper chest area and draws gentle, flattering light toward your face. For the most flattering effect possible, choose a boat neck that sits close to your collarbone, avoiding styles that are too high up your neck or too wide across your shoulders. Consider these practical tips when shopping. Choose thicker fabrics during winter months to avoid the sagging that can occur with thin materials. Avoid rib knits that tend to stretch out and lose their shape after a few wearings. If you have a fuller bust, look for a boat neck with gentle structure built into the fabric or construction. Keep your jewelry minimal because this neckline already does significant visual work for you. And if you love wearing earrings, this becomes your perfect moment to showcase them. A boat neck beautifully frames your face, making earrings shine and draw attention upward without competing with necklaces or creating visual clutter. Many women tell me they feel more refined, more polished, and even more grounded when they wear a boat neck. Clothing carries energy, and this particular neckline gives you the energy of quiet, effortless confidence. The boat neck is a timeless option for women who want elegance without effort. It widens precisely where you want width, softens exactly where you want softness, and brings beautiful balance to your upper body. Now, let's move into a neckline that brings gentle openness and femininity, while keeping everything soft and flattering. The scoop neck is one of the gentlest, most universally flattering necklines for women over 60. Why does it work so beautifully? Because it opens the chest area in a soft, curved shape that brings light upward toward your face. It doesn't fight against your natural features or create harsh lines. It works harmoniously with your body, and that makes it incredibly forgiving, especially as the neckline area becomes more delicate with age. As we age, two specific things tend to happen visually. We lose a bit of natural volume around the upper chest area, and the jawline becomes softer and less defined. A scoop neck helps restore that visual balance in the most natural way possible. The round shape gives the illusion of fullness and lift. It frames the face in a way that makes the chin and jawline appear more refined and elegant. The effect is subtle, but once you know to look for it, you'll see how powerful it truly is. Not all scoop necks are created equal, and choosing the wrong depth or width can actually feel revealing rather than flattering. The secret lies in selecting the right proportions for your specific body. Here are the golden rules to follow. A medium scoop is the most flattering depth for women over 60. It's low enough to lengthen your neck visually without exposing too much of your chest. A wider scoop softens angular shoulders and balances a fuller bust beautifully. Avoid very deep scoops at all costs. They pull the eye downward and can actually add years to your appearance instead of subtracting them. If your scoop neck gently frames your collarbones, revealing them without plunging below them, you've found the sweet spot. The scoop neck is genuinely a gift for women who have angular or sharp jawlines, a longer or more prominent neck, narrow shoulders, a smaller to medium bust, or a stronger, more defined shoulder line. But even if you don't fit these specific descriptions, the scoop neck still works beautifully across almost every body shape. It's one of the precious few necklines that adapts gracefully to different proportions. One of the truly great things about a scoop neck is how effortlessly easy it is to style. Because it creates a natural open space near your chest, you can add jewelry to enhance the look, or you can keep things beautifully simple. Consider these elegant options. Short pendant necklaces that sit just above the neckline create a layered, sophisticated effect. Delicate layered chains add a soft, feminine touch. Statement earrings draw attention upward toward your face if you want to emphasize that area. A fitted cardigan or jacket pairs beautifully with the rounded shape of a scoop neck. And for evening wear, a scoop neck in satin or silk fabric is effortlessly graceful and refined. What makes the scoop neck feel so special is its emotional softness. It creates openness, not just visually on your body, but in the way you carry yourself through the world. The scoop neck is gentle, feminine, and forgiving. It highlights the beauty that remains, absolutely constant at any age. The warmth in your face, the elegant curve of your collarbone, and the openness of your posture all shine when you wear this neckline. Now, let's move to a neckline that adds structure, sophistication, and instant polish to any outfit. The collared shirt is one of the most underrated and underutilized necklines for women over 60. Many women think of collared shirts as too formal, too stiff, or too masculine. But in reality, a structured collar can be one of the most flattering things you place near your face. Because the moment you put on a well-chosen collared shirt, something subtle but powerful happens. Your jawline looks noticeably sharper. Your neck appears longer and more elegant. Your posture straightens naturally without conscious effort. As we age, our features become inherently softer. That's part of the natural grace that comes with time and lived experience. But without contrast, too much softness can make the face appear less defined, particularly on camera or in photographs. A structured collar acts like a gentle frame around your face. It gives your features contrast, which makes your jawline look stronger and your shoulders appear more lifted. It's the same principle architects use with clean lines. They make everything around them look more refined and intentional. Not every collar style is equally flattering, so choosing the right variation makes a world of difference. Consider these 3 beautifully flattering options. The soft collared blouse creates a feminine, relaxed look that still provides shape without any stiffness. The open collar button-down, worn with 1 to 2 buttons undone, creates a subtle V effect that elongates the neck and softens the overall structure. The mandarin collar offers a clean, elegant choice that provides structure without overwhelming your neckline. The key principle is balance. You want structure for definition, but softness for grace. A collared neckline works exceptionally well if you have a soft or round jawline, narrow shoulders, a fuller bust that needs visual balance, a shorter neck, or if you feel that high necklines make you look closed off and uncomfortable. Women who wear glasses also look absolutely amazing in structured collars. The clean lines of a collar harmonize beautifully with the geometric lines of eyeglass frames, creating a cohesive, polished appearance. Some women avoid collared shirts because they worry the look comes across as too harsh, too corporate, or overly professional. But the secret to making collared shirts work beautifully is styling them with intentional softness. Try these approaches. Choose fabrics like soft cotton, lightweight satin, silk blends, or relaxed linen rather than stiff, heavily starched materials. Roll the sleeves slightly for ease, comfort, and a more relaxed feeling. Leave the top button open to avoid a closed, boxy appearance. Add delicate jewelry like small gold hoops or a short pendant to soften the overall effect. You're not trying to look corporate or severe. You're using the collar as a tool to elevate your natural elegance and provide gentle definition to your face. The collared shirt is a beautiful way to add subtle definition, poise, and polish to your entire wardrobe. It frames your face in the most flattering possible way and brings instant structure without sacrificing an ounce of comfort. Now, let's look at a neckline that adds softness, graceful movement, and romantic elegance. I'm talking about the always flattering cowl neck. The cowl neck is one of the most romantic and forgiving necklines a woman over 60 can wear. The soft draping creates a gentle waterfall effect that flatters the neck, softens the shoulders, and adds natural movement near your face. It's a neckline that works harmoniously with time, not against it. As we age, the skin around our neckline can become thinner and more textured. Some women feel self-conscious about these changes and start avoiding anything that draws attention upward toward the neck area. But here's where the cowl neck demonstrates its remarkable power. It conceals without hiding. The draping softens the neckline area naturally, offering coverage while still creating an elegant, face-lifting effect. It's the perfect blend of comfort and genuine sophistication. There are different styles of cowl necks, and choosing the right variation makes all the difference in how flattering the final effect becomes. For the most beautiful look, consider these options. A shallow cowl works wonderfully well for women with a fuller bust. It adds softness without adding unnecessary bulk. A deeper, looser cowl is beautiful if you have narrow shoulders or a smaller chest. It creates fullness that visually balances the upper body. A structured cowl in thicker knits adds both warmth and shape, perfect for winter months. The goal is gentle, natural draping. Not too much fabric creating bulk, and not too little fabric failing to drape properly. Balance is absolutely everything. A cowl neck proves especially flattering if you have a long or slender neck, narrow or sloping shoulders, a smaller bust, a more pronounced collarbone, or if you want softness near your face without revealing too much skin. But the genuine beauty of the cowl neck lies in its remarkable versatility. Many women who typically avoid low necklines feel surprisingly comfortable and confident in a well-chosen cowl neck. Cowl necks pair beautifully with minimal accessories because the draping itself acts as the focal point of your entire outfit. Here are a few thoughtful styling ideas. Skip necklaces entirely and choose statement earrings instead to draw attention upward. Add a structured blazer to create intentional contrast between the softness of the cowl and the sharp lines of tailored outerwear. Choose fabrics that drape naturally and beautifully. Jersey, silk blends, and soft knits all work wonderfully. For winter months, a knitted cowl provides warmth without creating bulk around your face. Think of the cowl neck as built-in sophistication. No extra styling or accessories needed. The cowl neck brings softness, ease, and elegance to any outfit you create. It highlights your natural beauty, adds comfort to your day, and elevates your look without requiring a single accessory. As we wrap up our exploration of these 5 incredible necklines, I want you to remember something important. These aren't fleeting trends that will look dated by next season. They're timeless shapes that professional stylists have used for decades to bring out the absolute best in women of all ages, but especially women over 60, who understand the power of dressing with intention. The V-neck lifts and lengthens. The boat neck balances and refines. The scoop neck softens and opens. The collared shirt structures and defines. The cowl neck drapes and flatters. Each one works with your natural proportions, not against them. The next time you're shopping or standing in front of your closet feeling uncertain about what to wear, remember what we've discussed today. Your neckline is quietly doing enormous work for you. It frames your face, influences how you carry yourself, and shapes how the world perceives you. Choose wisely, and you'll feel the difference every single time you catch a glimpse of yourself in a mirror or a storefront window. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 necklines are you most excited to try? Have you been wearing necklines that aren't flattering without realizing it? Tell me in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want more style, color, and confidence tips specifically designed for women over 60, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. And if you want deeper style inspiration and practical guidance, check out the videos I've linked for you on the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you deserve to look and feel incredible every single day.